Collective impact is an approach to solving a social problem by bringing together people from across sectors, across different types of organizations, to collectively come up with an agenda and a set of activities that they work on together to create the change. We have a guide that is specifically geared for funders, CI practitioners, and evaluators that will help them figure out how to evaluate collective impact throughout its life cycle. The guide is divided into 3 parts. The first part focuses on learning and adaptation and the role of evaluation with collective impact. The second part is practical guidance for evaluating a collective impact effort. And the third part is a complete set of evaluation questions and outcomes and indicators for evaluating collective impact. We're really hoping that the guide will provide practitioners with information and guidance around what are the key questions that they want to address, what are the outcomes and indicators that they care about most, that reflect their work most closely, so that an evaluation can gather information on those outcomes and indicators and really inform them about the progress that they're making towards their goals, and gives them the tools with which to make decisions about how to adjust and adapt and change what they're doing, or do more of what they're doing, to ensure that the collective impact initiative achieves all of the goals and outcomes that it's seeking. The guide really points out the role of learning throughout a collective impact initiative. And in truth, evaluation is all about learning. It's a catalyst for individual, group, organizational learning, and ultimately it's about sense-making. And it provides us the information that we can use to actually figure out how well we're doing and whether or not we're meeting our goals through our collective impact initiative. One of the challenges of evaluating collective impact is that the partners and the stakeholders and the funders typically want to know the outcomes too quickly. They need to learn how to be patient and to allow the partners, the implementers, to try different aspects of the collective impact, to experiment, and to learn along the way. And to let the folks live in that process and experience and adapt and change, and to achieve certain outcomes as they evolve and unfold, and not to expect too much too early. So the second challenge to evaluating collective impact is that the evaluation plan itself should not be a fixed plan, that it needs to be able to be responsive and flexible, nimble and adaptable to what the information needs are of the stakeholders. And that means that as new questions arise, as things are learned, as new things are experimented with, new activities are implemented, that the evaluation plan should also be adaptive and responsive and flexible as well, so that the information that's needed at that time can be gathered in real time and fed back to the stakeholders in meaningful ways. Collective impact's really hard work, and there is no model that one can take and implement. While there are the 5 elements that are true to every collective impact, and that is the backbone organization, a common agenda, shared measurement system, aligned activities, and continuous communications, there is no one way to do a collective impact. And it is messy work in the sense that it involves a large number of people who may or may not have relationships, who are learning to work together in new ways and to think together in new ways. And as such, there is a real need to learn in real time as one designs and implements a collective impact. So evaluation in service of learning is really critical to making sure that a collective impact has any chance of succeeding over the long term.